So this morning, a beloved special ed teacher in Georgia is dead, and an illegal immigrant is charged with vehicular homicide, as police say he caused a crash that killed her after running a red light while trying to escape ICE. The horrific death coming almost 2 years to the day nursing student Laken Riley was murdered by an illegal immigrant near her University of Georgia campus. Georgia GOP Congressman Buddy Carter represents the area and says we can't wait for another Laken Riley to spark change, and he joins us now. Congressman, thanks so much for joining the program. What happened here?
Well, this is what happens, Lawrence, when you have 4 years of an open border policy of the Biden-Harris administration that was supported by Jon Ossoff and the Senate Democrats. This is what happens when you have essentially an extension of the defund the police movement that we have now with the Democrats like Jon Ossoff, who are demonizing ICE and encouraging people not to comply, not to conform to ICE, and to resist ICE. You have the death of an innocent victim here, a beloved teacher at one of the best elementary schools we have in our state. This has disrupted our community and hurt our community so much. This should have never happened. And I would submit to you that this would not have happened if we didn't have Senate Democrats like Jon Ossoff who are encouraging, again, ICE and demonizing them and encouraging people not to cooperate with them. I would submit to you now that these Democrats, they have Georgians' blood on their hands. First it was Laken Riley. Now it's Linda Davis, a beloved teacher. And as I say, at one of the best elementary schools that we had. This has got to stop. That's why I'm running for the Senate to replace Jon Ossoff, because he's more concerned about illegal immigrants and getting them health care benefits and protecting them than he is about Georgians.
But Congressman, it's deeper than that, because I just watch for weeks now of the media in Minnesota, all over GoFundMe accounts talking about that story. Now we have an American citizen who's a special ed teacher, didn't deserve this, and there's virtually no coverage, no funding for this family to pick up the pieces at all.
It is truly a tragedy here, and it shows you just how out of touch, how tone deaf the Democrats are and Jon Ossoff is. Well, I haven't heard anything from him about this. This is a tragedy. We experienced this with Laken Riley. Now we're experiencing this again with Linda Davis. This should have never happened, and it would not have happened if the Democrats and the far left, like Jon Ossoff, had not demonized ICE and encouraged people not to comply with them and not to conform to them and not to cooperate with them. That's what we need. ICE agents are doing their job. They're trying to protect Americans. They're trying to protect Georgians. Yet Jon Ossoff and the Democrats, they want to protect illegal immigrants. There's a big problem there.
Huge problem. And Americans are losing their lives as a result of it, and this shouldn't happen. Congressman, thanks so much for joining the program. Hopefully your opponent will join Fox and Friends, and maybe he can explain to us why this was okay to happen, to evade ICE. Thank you so much, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.